Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to be looking at Babbling Brook, the pre-release demo. Um, this is a very relaxing looking game, so this should be pretty perfect for myself, and I'm sure any other fans of very casual, relaxing games. It's by some random designing, and the expected release date is sometime later this year in 2025. Now, I'll be testing this on my Steam Deck, so we'll see how that goes. And I'll basically be treating it like a playtest, even though it's, just a playable demo for anyone to check out. I don't really anticipate finding a lot of issues with a game like this, so there may not be that much to actually critique or, should test for improvements or anything like that. But if I do find anything, I'll be sure to comment about it. Alright, so let's go ahead and give it a try and see if it runs. You can already hear that's very relaxing. There's nice piano music and the sound of a stream or a brook. The birds in the background. I like the minimalist mouse icon here. It's a little circle. Let's see, we've got some settings here, it looks like. Let's see what we can adjust here. Looks like display size, graphics quality. Let's go ahead and turn on VSync, because I rather like that. It's on full screen. Let's see if we can do. Okay, looks like quite a few different options here. With 720p being the highest one, it looks like. Okay. Full screen toggle. Graphics quality, alright. For most of the stuff, I'm just going to leave on the default. I don't think I should have to adjust too much. And then there's some audio settings here, it looks like. Okay, just some basic adjustments, sliders for volume, and things like that. Okay, so we've got a reset all button, so we can reset back to the default. That's a nice, helpful inclusion there. Let's go ahead and do save to save the settings that I made. And go ahead and close it. I just noticed that sound of the brook. It faded out and then back in again for a loop. But that was a really nice way to have that loop without it being distracting. So that's a very gentle way, I would say, to have it transition from a shorter audio loop. I'm guessing we start either by just clicking here somewhere on the screen or else this button here. Let me try this, see what this does. Okay, it looks like that's probably the start of it. We have some icons here we can do. Choose a location and game mode. Okay, so it says right there. See if it gives us any other tips or hints. I couldn't decide what word I wanted to use there, I guess. Let's see if we mouse over that. Is it going to say anything in particular? Okay, doesn't look like it. I'll just try this first one with the two trees, see what that does. Sequoia spur. Dig channels to guide the water under each of the bridges. Okay. So we have a little objective there, it looks like. We'll go ahead and start there. Hit this play button. Dig channels to direct the water flow under all 4 bridges. Press escape or start to see the controls. Okay. It sounds like there's controller gamepad support. So I'm going to go ahead and press escape, see what we get. Let's see here. Game paused. Okay, so escape also doubles as the pause button. That's nice. Move cursor, mouse, or left stick. Okay, and just basic controls. Move camera, the mouse, or WASD buttons. Oh, and WASD buttons. Okay. And then if we go to gamepad, we can do those sorts of things. Let's see. So sculpt the sand with the left trigger, switch to adding and removing sand with the right trigger on a gamepad. Increase brush size and decrease brush size is the shoulder buttons, or E and Q. Okay. We'll go ahead and hit resume here. So it looks like if I just move the mouse, I'm just using the mouse to control it, to the edges of the screen here, it kind of pans over, it looks like. Alright, now our goal is, it's got a little chime that's going. I'm guessing it's trying to tell us to go here, to drag it under that archway. So let's see, if I just hold the mouse button down while I click, looks like it moves all the sand out of the way. That's kind of cool. Okay. All I was doing there was just holding the button down. So let's try that here. See if we can get that water to go under. Okay, there we go. Okay, now there's a 2 there. I'm not really sure what the significance of that is. Let's try moving stuff down here. I saw some other one. Oh, 1's over here. Okay, so we're supposed to start with this one and then go that way, I'm guessing. Okay, I see now. So let's try to sculpt it here. I'm guessing this little symbol means it's like the start of it or something. And the end over here maybe? Or just showing us that there's a water source in general. So let's just try to direct the water this way. It's nice and smooth. Okay, now it's automatically panned a little bit. Yeah, so we got it through there. Okay. It looks like the archway went away. That's kind of surprising. And it moved over here. Let's see. Go ahead and click and drag a little bit this way. Looks like I kind of have to give it a second to dig more of the sand out, or else it won't go through there too easily. See if we can drag it this way a little bit. Can we bring it down here? Get in between these rocks? It looks like it's blocked by this. Okay. Now which way? Let's go back in here. It looks kind of like it's like suggests that you could go that way, but apparently not. What about this way? Drag it that way? Is there a path for it to go through? Maybe. If not, we can just make it go back this direction if nothing else. I can connect there. Alright, now there was a 3 I saw down there somewhere. Oh, there it is. 2 and 3, okay. So let's connect this one. Well, is it even going to? Let's see. Might be too high up. So maybe we have to bring it from this side then. So it looks like it wants to flow that way. Yeah, there it goes. See if we can dig through this like really high sand area here. Does that let us? Oh yeah, okay. There's just a lot to go through there. Okay, and I guess it counted that, even though the water hasn't quite reached there yet. Now I should be able to, if I'm remembering correctly, if I use the right mouse, should be able to push the sand back. Was that what it said? Let me double check on the controls. What was it again? Let's see here. Sculpt sand, left mouse button, left trigger, switch to adding, removing sand. Oh, okay, it was a switch. Toggle on and off. Okay. That's what I was a little bit missing there. Okay, go ahead and resume. So it looks like, okay, when I press the right mouse button, you can see the little arrow icon switches. So if I want to add sand, oh, okay, there we go. It's like, say we want to block this part off right here. Okay, I see now. That's how we get some more water flow going. Now it should go through here, right? Let's see, where would we put more? Let's block this up a little bit. Kind of guide it that way. I think I was trying to show us that before with the little pile that was there. So let's erase a little bit of this. Maybe we could add some back here just for visual. There we go. Make it look a little nicer. Okay. Now there's some kind of, a little bit more to take off of there, I think. There we go. There was one over here too, yeah. So that's going this way. And it's already gone through there, so we need to make it go through this way somehow too. Maybe like a small path? What about if I block some of, oops, I'm on the wrong thing. I block a little bit of this up. Let's see if I block all of it up. Block this side up too. See, I'm trying to funnel it, there we go, through that side. That was kind of the goal there. Now let's see what it does differently, if anything. Is it eventually going to go through there? Yeah, there it goes. I was going to say, it was going through there before. That's interesting because it's taking into account the how fast the water is flowing, that whether or not it's going to go through there easily or not. Nice physics effects there. Oh, it's slowly making its way. Well, so far I haven't encountered anything, problematic in the controls or anything like that, so that's always a good sign. I'm thinking my best option here is probably to just cut straight across the little channel here. That way it splits and goes this way. And comes back down through here to connect to the rest of this. Okay, now that should eventually reach down. There we go. Does that fulfill all the requirements? Now it looks like it moved again. Now this one's open again. I'm not sure I understand why it's jumping around. Other than, maybe it just has different objectives it's trying to get me to do here. Just open that up a little bit more. You can see now it's like it doesn't matter about this part over here. Let me block this back up, maybe. Let's cover that all up. Then it should just go through here. more smoothly, right? Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Now it wants it to go back over here. Just make a small diversion here. See if it'll go back through. Probably have to block this up too. There we go. Should be able to reach all of them. And this one too, right? Yeah, this one's not quite counting for some reason. Let's see. Is it because there's not enough area around it? This one. Oh, weird. Okay, so the water level dropped too much, so I gotta add a little bit more here. Let's do that. Oh, a little bit too much. That's going back to over there again. I guess it counted? Oops, wrong one. I meant to build up the same. Make it go that way. There we go. Carve that out a little more. I do like that you can add the sand back in. It's kind of fun. Keep adding more there. Oops, not that way. I wanted to add back more. Yeah, the part I'm not really sure about is why they keep moving around. That's like, I don't know if it's trying to get me to clear multiple sections on either side to make sure it flows in both parts or what, but it keeps jumping around and then I'm like slightly not meeting the requirements, so I have to keep making small adjustments, I guess. But it's a little bit unclear as to why that's the case. See, like this one now is a little bit more to the side, and I guess it's just because the water flow changes, and so like it used to be going through there a little stronger and now it's not, so yeah, so I'm not too sure, but I'm not too sure about that part. Seems a little bit confusing as to what exactly it wants. I see like that one opened up and now this one isn't, you know, met anymore, so something about that is a little bit different. And now it looked like they were all met and now they're all over here now. So I'm not really sure. I think it's just letting you try different things or something. And you have to adjust it. So I guess that's fine. I just don't know if there's like an overall objective that I'm supposed to be meeting with this, or if it's just going to keep going with different placements of these and, you know, and then I have to just keep adjusting it or whatever. I'm not sure how exactly that's going to work, but let's just keep trying to do this, I guess. See if it gets to be high enough to flow through there. Yeah, it does. So I kind of had a hunch earlier that that would happen eventually. It looked like you could maybe flow through that rock if you had enough water pressure going. Let's see if we can get it to flow right through there. And then back out. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to keep putting stuff in random places to try different modes. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let me go back out. Quit the menu option. I'm just going to try some of the other options that there were here. Choose a location in game mode. Alright, let's try this one. Rubber duck redwood. Create a stream to get the rubber ducks to the exit. Okay. This one might have a little bit more clearly defined goal. It's easier to tell if I'm, making progress with it or not. Alright, let's go ahead and check that. And see where we're at here. Okay, it says create a stream to get the rubber ducks to the exit. Let's escape or start. Okay. So this one doesn't automatically have a stream going, it looks like. It's pretty different from the last one that we checked out. Okay, so this one's got a little trophy symbol, so I'm guessing that's the goal. That's good, to, helpful to have that there. So, oh, okay, it does have a stream. It was just working on it, I see. Well, that's cool. That's a nice little effect. Like, here's all these ducks. Hi, ducks. Where are you going? Down here? They're just doing it all on their own, it looks like. We haven't had to do anything. Lead right there. Let's see, there might be some that are missing though here potentially. Let's see, there's a star symbol, not sure what that's about. Let's see if we can dig that out. Is there like a buried duck or something? See if we can make the ducks go through that spot. I'm guessing that might be part of it. They go flying off. I'm not sure what the star really represents there. See if I can put that sand back a little bit more. Excuse me, ducks. So you're not too bothered by that. So it just kind of looked like they were just doing their own thing. They didn't even need my help. Go ahead and put some of this back. I'm not sure if that was intentional or if it just happened to work out that way. So one star. I'm guessing we kind of have to like direct them that way. That's my guess. Because that little meter on the top shows up and it looks like the more ducks that go in there, the more that star meter goes up. Yeah, okay, there's a check mark. So I'm guessing that got cleared, right? You just want to make sure that the ducks are flying in there. Sorry, buddy. I stranded you. I think it'll disappear after a little bit. I noticed with the other setting. But it seemed to do that. Let's see if we can push them back in there. There we go. No wayward ducks. No ducks left behind. Alright. Where are we here? There's another star. Okay, so now we're trying to get them through there. Oh, there's... Okay, some more, looks like. One, two, three. Alright, so now I probably have to change the route, I'm guessing. So the ducks seem like they're just going to keep going, so we're just mainly trying to direct them here. So I'm going to block them off and dig out some stuff over here. If we can get them to go right by that and flow this way. Block it off some more. And block it off over here. Now they're heading this direction. Let's see here. We need them to get this way though. I guess to do that, we would probably have to... This might be a little bit tough, actually. Probably have to block it off here. And then have it go this way. And block it off here, too. Try to get them to go straight across. Yeah, except they seem to get stuck down here, too. Let's see if we can't build up a little buffer here for them so that they know to go this way. Dig out here maybe a little bit. Oh, we can move that rock. I didn't think that was going to be an option. I break my dam here. There we go. Now, are they actually flowing that way or what's going on? Looks like I need to block this up better. Okay, and then it should be going like this. Let's take some of this out so it goes this way better. There we go, right? Need them to go that way. Now, where are they getting stuck at? Because they're obviously getting stuck somewhere. Still over here. Okay, I need to work on building this up a little. Make it more gradual. Maybe build up here. This is probably not the best way ever to do this, but you know. Alright, let's see. Fill in this water. See, that should help a little. Looks like they're going like over here somehow. See if I can fix that. I don't know how they're even getting up there. They're a little bit stuck right here too. Excuse me, buddies. If we can get you flowing a little better here. They're getting a little stuck right there also. Let's guide them around this little spot. There we go, now it's moving a little smoother. Oh, look, they're still getting a little bit stuck over here. Let's see. Stuck on that rock, huh? Just fill it in a little better. There we go. I guess I could block up this too because they're not really going that way. This rock to move a little bit more. Nope, I guess not. Might have messed myself up there. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Now they're going. Oh, now they get stuck here. Oh no, wrong thing. I didn't mean to press up. That duck went flying away. Let's see. Is it going to flow a little easier now? Or are they going to get stuck somewhere? Yeah, it's because I cut through there. Here, let's see if I bring this back down. back through. Make it more of an island again, see if they'll spawn a little better there. They'll slowly get through. Needs to boost this part back up a little bit. There we go, this one finally counts as a check mark. So that's good. Looks like there's finally enough water in there to mostly bypass that rock. Just sort of the goal. But they're not going over to this one at all, so let's try blocking this up too. Looks like we have to make a lot of water here. Block this up almost completely. Or probably the more sensible thing to do would have been to just drag it this way. I didn't think about that. There's another rock there to get in the way a little bit too, though. Let's see. Try dragging this one open again. So we may need it to be open for the rest of these. Let's see, there we go. Now it's at least a little bit connecting again. For this one, it seems like it's trying to direct us completely different direction. So let me try actually just blocking it off right here. And seeing what it does from there. Is it going to take everything that way? Put a little bit more of a barrier there so they don't get stuck. Okay, let's see. Now they're just going off the side. Here, let's block that off a little better. There we go, now it's flowing. It looks like it counts now for the... What? These couple of ducks are just going for it. Excuse me, buddies. Put that there for a reason, you know. Okay, that one's checked. And this one looks like it's about done. More. This one's taking a lot, it seems like. Maybe because they're not quite going where it wants it to go. There it goes. Alright. Well, alright. I think we've seen a good bit of that mode. Let's go ahead and go back out to the menu. And we'll try the last one. Warning Meadow. Mess around with water and sand in the sandbox game mode. Okay? So here we can, I guess, yeah, it's press escape or starts the controls. So this one doesn't even have any objectives, it looks like, and this is just, you can do whatever you want with it. So we've got a starting bit of water there. Let's go ahead and just dig it out. This might have been the first one that would have been the best to start with without the objectives, just to get used to everything. In hindsight, but that's okay. You can see how it acts around the rocks and everything, slows it down. carve it further and further. This way. And eventually, okay, it just pulls in there. Doubt I'll be able to get you to go back up. It's not usually how water works. Water rests in the lowest point. Always heads downhill. Alright, let's see here. What else can we do? There was another way we could divert it. Maybe past this. A little ways. Doesn't look like it's going by that. Okay. So what if we just locked everything off right here? Sand it all up. All the sand. Lock it all up here. Then we head this way. Oh, we can actually pick up the rocks. Oh, I didn't know that. I do now. I just clicked on it, and it just kind of came along. That's interesting. I don't know what I did any differently than the other one. I was clicking on that one, I thought, in the previous area, but maybe I didn't click directly on it, and I just, dug the sand out around it. See if we can. Still can't quite get that stuff to move. If I click on these, they're not going to move, right? So it was only these kinds of rocks, maybe, that did it? Yeah, if you click directly on it. Well, this time I click and hold. Okay, so you got to click and hold. That's what you got to do. And then you let go, and it drops back down. Okay. Interesting. I can move this one too, I assume, right? Yeah. Just move these out of the way. And there we go. Opens everything up. If we dig a little more, it should come through. Yeah, even that one too. So I guess some of these rocks that kind of visually stand out, you can actually pick up and move. Makes me want to try it on the other mode. And then the water just goes who knows where. It flows off into nothingness. Alright, so yeah, so those are the three, look at the three different modes that there are for Babbling Brook. I would say really the only thing that I would have to mention as far as feedback or improvements is just maybe a little tutorial. That's really all that's missing here. It kind of tells you what to do as you're going along, and obviously the half of the enjoyment of the gameplay is just leaving it up to discovery for the player to figure out how things work and everything. But I guess the only thing I would have liked to have seen was a little more clarity on what the objectives were about, like the stars and the archways that kept shifting around and all that. Just making it slightly more clear, like even just an explanation, like once you've pass the water through all the archways, then they'll move around to a new objective, or something like that, just so a little bit better understanding and clarity was there for why some of those things were happening. And same with the little stars, like what was the objective of getting getting the stars, like was there some point to it, just accumulating more and more star goals, or things like that. So but generally, yeah, that was a relaxing game, and this is setting the objectives aside and everything. This is definitely a game I could see people enjoying if they're just looking for something to de-stress and they don't want to have to think about what they're doing or anything like that. So it has some really nice relaxing music, and the nature sounds are soothing to the to listen to and everything. And the rubber duckies, that is kind of a fun inclusion. So yeah, so I enjoyed playing that, and I hope you enjoyed watching it, even if there wasn't that much to critique. So definitely check out the demo on Steam. You can play it and download it. And as we can see, it clearly works just fine on a Steam Deck. So there's that as well. And if you'd like to potentially commission a playtest like this for me, you can use the link down in the description for more information for that. Alright, and also there are some other playtests that I've done. If you'd like to watch those, here are a list of those as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.